Time now. Online students, good morning. Good afternoon now, 12 o'clock. Priya, Monica, am I streaming fine for all of you? Shivani, Rishikesh, good afternoon. Dikshita, the streaming fine? Audio and the video is fine? Can somebody answer? Richa, hi. Dikshita, Fasang, okay. You can all hear me? No problem? Great, wonderful. So good morning, all of you. Good afternoon, offline students. So we're starting off one cycle now. Others will join you eventually. So what we do generally is that when we start geography, we have two ways of starting it. Okay, one way of starting the geography is with the NCRTs. The second is we directly hit the course. Our entry time is November 15th and 16th. So the NCRT based classes had already started from October. Okay, so you will ultimately merge with them. We'll have one full class. So it is orientation session for all of you today. And we'll have the full class starting from tomorrow. Today, I'll tell you about the course, the subject, what to read, what books, what type of focus you must have in the preparation and the team. Okay, you must have got some sheets with all of you, yes? Yeah. Online students, you will get the sheets if you've not got the sheets yet. We have a Telegram group also, to which we'll add all of you eventually. Okay, wahan bhi mil jayega aapko. So those who have not got, no problem. I'll show that on the screen. So hi Neha, good afternoon. So we're starting off. My name is Shabbir. I am the faculty for geography. I am the teacher for your geography optional along with two more teachers who will be assisting me and part of associate faculty. We have Dimple Madam, Dimple Nankani, okay, and we have Parmita ma'am. She looks into map works. Okay. Plus, we also have a team of couple of academic coordinators also. We'll introduce all of them to you eventually. Okay. Hi, Rishiv. Hi. Hello. Good afternoon. Ashi. Hello. Chanchal. Hi. Himanshu. Yeah. So just starting off. Okay. So welcome all of you to Edukemy. We have geography optional. We have GS courses and we have essay courses. So आपका जो बैच होगा geography optional batch है. Now I presume most of you are preparing for 2023 and some of you also preparing for 2024. The split होगा. How many of you for 23 can raise your hand? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And what about online students? How many of you for 2023? How many for 2023? Just say 23 or 24. Any response here? Okay, 23. Okay, fine, Priya. So, okay, fine. I can see a more number of students for 23. No, we also have 24. Okay, great. Chalo, okay. So, presuming that you will balance off eventually, please come inside. Your class timings will be at 12. Okay. And we go on till 2 o'clock officially, but the classes do get extended. It could become sometimes 2:15. Okay, sometimes on extraordinary days when I don't want to leave you at all, I might even go to 2:30. I think it's perfectly fine with all of you, right? होता है कभी-कभी मोहब्बत बढ़ जाता है तो हम बोलते हैं मेरे पास ही रहो फिर क्यों जाना है कहीं पर ठीक है otherwise officially okay it is 2 p.m. Why we have this time? Some people have asked me. इसका दो reason है because एक तो है winters हैं सुबह 7-8 बजे who will come? That's an issue. But bigger reason is this is a good break time for many of you in the colleges. Otherwise इसमें पढ़ाई होती नहीं है. So that's comfortable for us. Okay, and we have it. So ऐसा कोई rule नहीं है. Just that we found a convenient time that suits most people. ठीक है? So that's the timing for all of you. Now, geography जो हम पढ़ाएंगे, okay, the course that you might have joined, there are two types of courses. One is called as the foundation course, okay, and the other is called as integrated course. Okay, integrated course is foundation course, plus we have test series, okay, plus we have advanced classes. Okay, foundation course mein you have tests, but the tests are more about your progress. I'll explain this to you. Tests hai, tests dono mein hota hai. We have tests in this and this also, but the test ka nature yahan par alag hai compared to this test series. You understand progress test kya hota hai? That we teach something. How much have you understood? We have teach something. Have you revised it or not? That's a typical type of progress test. That aapka progress rakh paye, and we let you know the timings. This is not every week, but we have it as frequently as possible. You also have assignments here. Ya aapke assignments bhi hote hain. ठीक है? This is a proper 4-5 months ka course hai. Okay, where we have answer writing, teaching, we have teaching for the examination, kis type of questions aate hain. So this test is exam level tests. Exam level tests. What I mean by that, an analogy hum batate hain कि think of, I presume most of you are engineering students, science students, most of you. Can you raise your hand? How many of you are science engineering students? Okay, so almost, okay, fine. So example तो आपका sense बनेगा. देखो class 12 देखो आप. In class 12, you have physics, you have got chemistry, you have got mathematics, you have got biology. ठीक है? And if you do the classes very sincerely, if you get good marks in the class, if you are doing all homework properly, okay, will this be enough to clear IIT JEE? Yes or no? आप बहुत अच्छे स्टूडेंट हो, बहुत मन लगा के पढ़ते हो, सारा सिलेबस खत्म किया, जो किताब बताया वो पढ़ लिया आपने. Will you clear IIT JEE? No. So इसके लिए क्या चाहिए? आपको कुछ advanced concepts चाहिए ना, way beyond. Okay, this is typical class 12th syllabus based. This is class 12th का examination based. इससे आपका ये clear नहीं होने वाला. But इसके बिना क्या हो सकता है आपका clear? Can you clear IIT JEE without the class 12th at all? Is it possible? No again. So think of UPSC preparation, something on those lines. Okay. So you have got something called a syllabus. Okay. And you have got exam readiness. Okay. The syllabus completion hai. And this applies to all subjects. You may or may not know this eventually. आप सीख जाएंगे और समझेंगे. GS का हो, optional हो. Okay, you talk about any subject, whether PSIR or sociology or pol science or whatever. एक है syllabus based coverage और एक होता है exam readiness. इसके बिना आप ये कर नहीं सकते. Okay, and without this also examination will be challenged. I will not say impossible, but it stands challenged. So foundation course, okay, is this one. This is your foundation course. So इसके भी tests होंगे. यहां पर भी assignments होगा. But this will be a very different one. This is what we call as foundation plus advanced and enrichment course. Advanced and enrichment course. Because those who have joined these two together, the course का नाम है integrated course. And those who have joined only foundation, you are here. This is a 6 months course, and this will be 6 months plus about 4 to 5 months. Difference क्या है? These classes are daily. These classes are daily. These classes will be 6 days a week. These classes are not daily. They are twice in a week, thrice in a week. और ये इसके बाद होता है. इसके लिए परेशान की जरूरत नहीं है अभी. Once I finish foundation, then we'll start off on these lines. ठीक है? That's to differentiate. So what have you joined? I do not know. Okay, so initial foundation course iska aur iska dono ka same hai. How many of you in the integrated course? Can you raise your hand? Okay, some of you are there. Online also some of you will be there. Others are here. That's perfectly fine. Some want to join now and do the tests afterwards. That's your choice. And some of you can join now also. The difference kya hai? Difference mainly will be in terms of your fees. Okay, convenience hai. Okay, we encourage to join earlier. Otherwise, it's perfectly your choice. Any questions here you want me to clarify? Any questions? Okay, so welcome. You could be either a part of foundation or a part of integrated. Any questions online? Hi Shivani, Janvi, hi. Chanchal, hello. Shreyansh. Any questions here? So just quickly summarizing. Okay, those of you joined me late. My name is Shabbir. I am the geography teacher along with associate faculties. You're welcome to the foundation course first. हम पहले खत्म करते हैं foundation and then we'll start off with the rest. And the foundation course starting from now, it takes about 5.5 months. Be prepared for 6 months. That's to give you an upper limit. But generally 5.5 months lag jata hai hame. So hopefully around April types, we should wind up your course starting from November now. So November, December, Jan, Feb, March, April, approximately, you should wind up. And the last topics are those topics which are typically mains. So what people generally do is, yes, sir, hum wo baad mein kar lenge, and we can do the prelims. Though I discourage कि आप कर रहे हो तो एक flow में खत्म करो, okay? But if you have still big challenge, we can see what we can do there. ठीक है? All good till here? Okay. Next. So your foundation course, the foundation course के बारे में बता देते हैं आपको हम. So geography optional. Let's be prepared for 5.5 months. 6 days a week, and approximately, I said 2 to 2 hour 15 minutes. Okay, के courses होंगे आपके every day, 6 days a week. Sundays I avoid unless we are lagging behind. Chanchal, क्या problem हो रहा है बताओ? You cannot listen to me properly, or is it something else? All the others are fine. Chanchal has some buffering problems. Anybody else has an issue? Anybody else has an issue? Online students, fine. Rishikesh is fine. Yeah, let me know if something is. Dikshita, it's fine. Farsang, it's fine. Chanchal, in that case, it could be a local connectivity. Maybe just log out and log in again. It will be fine. Achha, okay, let me. Okay. Karthik, can you put it on? Everyone is not working mouse. Then this one. Why is this showing only this? Okay. Yeah, fine. Okay. So Chanchal, yeah, thanks then. Yes. Hi, Avjas. Hello. Fine. Okay. So let's start off now. So, so this is the fundamental content we have with us, okay, which is optional for 5.5 odd months. Now, before we start off, you must know what geography is. Geography as a subject. Okay, geography. So you have a fair idea about what we are studying. Now, before I start off explaining this, can you guys tell me if you have any questions in mind? Yeah, anybody in the class? जो भी questions आपके मन में है, you want me to clarify or answer? Okay, give me a list of questions so I can start discussing thereafter. Please come in. Yeah, anybody? Online, offline, both of you. Abhishek, I will not know much about that. You'll have to find that. Okay, but foundation तो जरूरी है. You need that. Yes, anybody, any question? वो जो भी questions मन में है. I would like all of you to converse with me. आज का पहला orientation class है. इसका objective यही है कि you should know us, you should know the course, you must know the approach, you must know how to study, okay, and have an idea about what you're entering. So give me a range of questions I can answer. Anybody? Any questions? कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे आप लोग, कैसे होगा? Okay, Chanchal, I think it should work out. Okay. Yeah, बताओ क्या कुछ तो मन में होगा questions? कुछ नहीं questions हैं. Guys, you will be what? Bureaucrats, decision makers. You will be deciding laws. You will be deciding lot of rules, regulations, and implementation. It's not possible कि आप लोग think नहीं करते हो. And this kind of jobs require more of thinking. Okay, you require to have questions. You need to have clarity. Okay, it's less about the course. It's about your ability to clarify whatever you have in your mind. तो कुछ नहीं पढ़ रहे, पूछ रहे, मतलब दो ही मीनिंग है, या तो आप बिल्कुल ही नंब हो, you have no idea what you have got into, या फिर आप शर्मा रहे हो. Okay, questions तो हैं, आप कैसे पूछें सर से, क्या पूछें, and both are wrong. Your business is to ask, your business is to clarify, your business is to have clarity. How will geography help us in GS rather than in optional? Kanishk, the GS course definitely has lot of geography. GS में GS पेपर 1 में है ही. Okay, GS पेपर 3 में भी है. 3 has environment, 3 has economy, 3 has disaster management. ये तीनों geography से overlapped है. In fact, most of the teachers in environment are geography teachers. Okay, this means plus lot of governance issues are linked to geography. Governance issues. What type of law? What type of laws are there? What type of regulations are there? Okay, so these two are huge. If you look at the entire impact of geography, आपके approximately 250 से 300 marks का impact है in GS. Okay, on the lower side, that's a lot of marks. And in prelims, direct geography questions 12 से 15 होता है, and direct environment questions another 12 to 15. So just geography and environment together is about 30 questions out of 100. Yes, in the GS also we teach that. Yes, I will be one of the teachers for geography GS and also environment GS. Yes. So how does geography help? Okay, geography is good percentage of your GS coverage. Okay, Richa, it's too early. Answer writing at this stage is impossible. आप क्यों ही घुस रहे हो पता नहीं. Okay, so unless you are covered, okay, you cannot think of answer writing right now. NCERT is old or new, doesn't matter, Prachi. It could be old or new, but new is convenient, so take up the new. Okay, now NCERTs mein, I'll recommend class 6th NCERT. I will recommend class 9th NCERT, class 10th NCERT, and class 11th NCERT. These are the key textbooks. जो key textbooks हैं, class 6th, class 9th, class 10th, and 11th. Actually, you need class 11th, but these three will give you good base. Okay, both for GS and also for your optional. Yes, human geography has a lot of overlap with economy. It has topics related to industries, agriculture, infrastructure, development issues, issues of human welfare. Yes. Okay, Rajshekharan, that is because you have to know what is geography optional ka perspective. So yes, there's a way to know that. Okay, yes, I'll give the book list to you also, Priya. I'll give the book list to you. So just summing up, जो questions आपके पास में है. Okay, will we have tests? Yes, you'll have tests, but the tests in the foundation are of different nature. Okay, but test करने के लिए पहले पढ़ना तो पड़ेगा ना आपको. You'll have to have substantial coverage first, and then we'll talk about the test. But yes, you'll have tests, and they need not be one every week. It can be 2 or 3 every week, and in some weeks only one test. In some week you'll have no test. It depends on the progress. We'll not have it mechanical. Okay, so we'll have tests also. So I could identify 4 questions from your side. One question is you want to know about the books. The second, you wanted to know about the tests. A third, you want to know about answer writing. And the fourth is you want to know about, okay, whether it helps you in GS or not. ये 4 questions हैं आपके. Will you cover NCERTs? No, Abhishek. The NCERT coverage is over. For NCERT coverage, you have to join from October. So now we will assume you have done NCERTs on your own, or okay, we'll support if you have doubts. Yes, Kanishk, Atlas ka bhi hum bata denge. So our approach, what will it be? Anything else in your mind? I'll cover this topic, just writing down. Yes, Sanchal, you also require 12th NCERT, but the key books will be these. You ultimately, you also have 7th and 8th, you also have 12th. Okay, but these are the key books. The key books are 6th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. 12th bhi karoge, but you can afford to do it later on. I'll come back on this. Magazines. Okay, let me write the book. Books and magazines. Okay, I'll talk about this. Anybody else offline? Yes. अभी तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते, अभी तो जो आप क्लास करेंगे. करंट अफेयर्स के टाइम में देखा जाएगा what we can do. But ठीक है, I'll talk about that. I'll mention that also. Current affairs based. Okay. Yes. Who will be taking perspectives? Who will take matlab? Who will take or some other category? No, we have a team here. We are 3 of us. I take bulk of the class along with 2 others. Jo conceptual discussions I will take. Okay. So we divide that. We'll give the entire list to you. Yes. How much convergence is there between convergence in terms of basic content, lot of convergence, but the type of questions required are a bit different. Just like if you again, you know, you understand science, okay? V equal to U plus 80. State equation हो गया. अब किस type of questions पूछेगा 12वीं examination में is not same as what they'll ask in IIT examination. Okay, but आपकी equation जाना जरूरी है. तो वैसे ही there is convergence, but the type of questions asked are a bit different. Yes, Abhishek, I do not know if I disappointed you or not. He's asking me, am I Shabbir sir? Okay, so पता नहीं आप दुखी हो गए या खुश हो गए. Yes, I am guilty of being the Shabbir sir. Abhishek, you'll get PDF. Yes, yes. All of you will get PDF, class notes after the class, reading material also. वो सब मिलेगा. So you want to know about reading material, okay? You want to know about, okay, what are the supporting reading material? Yes. What else? Sorry, you asked me question. But or anybody else any questions? So you want to know about the team also? I'll introduce the team to you. The entire geography team who will be supporting you guys. So I said 4 issues. Now we have more of these. Books. You want to know about our teaching, our tests. You want to know about assignments and answer writing, about the GS. You want to know about the approach, current affairs कैसे करना है, daily current affairs. Shivani, ठीक, I'll take it up. I'll take it up. Fine. Okay, so current affairs, reading material, and you want to know the team. Anybody else any questions here? So I'm just setting up the broad contours. How much time will it take to complete syllabus on an average students? Brahmachari, it only depends on what type of student you think is an average student. Average student I know is somebody who does not want to study. Average is somebody who wishes कि कोई दवाई मिल जाए, उसको पी लें और हम IAS बन जाएं. अगर वो average हैं तो okay, आप दुआ मांगो बैठ के और क्या. ठीक है. Tests, yes, we'll have tests also. But it all depends on what type of course you have got into. Okay, see, if you ask me, on this, you must first know what geography is, what is the approach you have to follow for geography, and then we can talk about the time. Okay, examination ऐसा है that is not something you can prepare in a short time. 3 महीने में करा दो, 4 महीने में करा दो. आपने क्या सुना है पहले ये बताओ, before I tell that. ब्रह्मचारी and others also, आपने क्या सुना है? कितने अटेम्प्ट में बच्चे निकाल लेते हैं एग्जामिनेशन? I hope you know attempts, right? Some of you are first timers. Okay, आपने क्या सुना है? It takes 1 attempt, 2 attempts, 3 attempts, 4 attempts, 5 attempts, lifelong. क्या सुना है आपने बताओ? 2 attempts. Who said 2? Okay. Anybody else? 2 to 3 attempts. It's a big range बता दिया. Anybody else? कुछ सुना तो होगा. Depend तो सब कुछ करता है. तो आपने जनरली क्या सुना है और क्या लगता है इस what believing? Yeah? 5-year plan. Wow. वो फिर कुछ ज्यादा ही आपने सेफ खेल लिया. चंचल says 1 attempt लगता है. ऋषिकेश says 3 attempt लगता है. 2 attempt लगता है. 3 attempts, 2 attempts, 2 sincere attempts. मोहम्मद असद. Okay. When you say 1 attempt, मतलब कितना महीना होता है? Okay. When you say 2 attempts means what? कोई रीजन होगा ना. ऐसा थोड़ी है कि everybody is insincere. Okay. If you ask me, okay, it takes about 2 to 3 attempts. Okay. बच्चे फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट निकाल लेते हैं और कुछ बच्चे 6 अटेम्प्ट के बाद निकालते हैं. ये भी हमारे पास एग्जांपल्स हैं. Okay. So 2 to 3 attempts is generally what you have to be prepared for. दोस्ती अटेम्प्ट मतलब क्या होता है? How much time is this? How much time is this? On average मैं 1 साल भी लेकर चलूं. Okay. This is about 3 years. इसका रीजन क्या है? Why do you think it takes 3 years to prepare? Why? Vastness of the course. Okay. What else? You're not wrong. You're right. 1.5 hours study, 1.5 years for revision. No, not a wrong idea. Not applying. 2 sincere attempts. It's all about learning, applying. सीधी सी बात यही है. Yes, the course is vast, and more than that, people do not know how to prepare. When you, जब साइकिल में घुसते हैं आप लोग ना, you have all assumptions about the examination. Okay, and that's not your fault. That's how it is. जब आप घुसते हैं क्लास कोर्स में, आपके assumptions होते हैं. ये लगेगा 5 दिन, ये लगेगा 10 दिन, ये लगेगा 1 घंटा. कहां से पता नहीं. आपने अपने आप सोच रखा है क्या पढ़ना है. लाइक सी, पहला क्लास है एंड रिचा इज आस्किंग मी सर आंसर राइटिंग हो नहीं रहा मुझसे. अरे यार कोर्स शुरू तो करो, फिर सोचेंगे आंसर राइटिंग के बारे में. आप लोग मोर कंसर्न्ड हो सर टेस्ट है या नहीं है. ओके, टेस्ट देना सबसे आसान काम है हमारे लिए. ओके, मैं दिन भर बैठा दूं आपको टेस्ट देता रहूं, लेकिन टेस्ट में क्या लिखना है वो कौन सिखाएगा पहले आपको? वो लगता है आपको हर हफ्ते सीख जाओगे आप. आई होप यू गॉट द पॉइंट हियर. ओके, सो ये assumptions हैं. टेस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट है, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, पर टेस्ट क्या डे 1 से करना चाहिए आपको? ओके, यू शुड हैव ए टाइम फ्रेम. नो, ये कुछ assumptions से आते हैं आप लोग. ठीक है. सो मेन रीजन व्हाई इट टेक्स सो मच ऑफ टाइम इज बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ यू डू नॉट नो द प्रोसेस अंटिल द फर्स्ट ईयर. यू डू नॉट नो कि क्या, किसके बाद क्या पढ़ा जाए. ओके, कब टेस्ट लिया जाए, किस टाइप के टेस्ट लेने चाहिए पहले. इट्स लाइक इन बॉडी बिल्डिंग. बॉडी बिल्डिंग में एरोबिक्स है, बॉडी बिल्डिंग में वेट्स होता है, बॉडी बिल्डिंग्स में जॉगिंग है, बॉडी बिल्डिंग्स में योर ब्रीदिंग कंट्रोल है. सब थोड़ी साथ होता है. ओके, डिफरेंट डेज डिफरेंट थिंग. एंड बॉडी बिल्डिंग आल्सो रिक्वायर्स अ डाइट आल्सो. खाना क्या खा रहे हैं, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ प्रोटीन इनटेक्स. So when you're saying you're preparing for something, there are many things in that. Bodybuilding is not hitting a gym every day. Okay, किसी दिन आप मसाज करवाओगे, किसी दिन आप रिलैक्स करोगे, किसी दिन आप मसल टीयर हो गया, you must give your body to rest also, get better first. So think of examination like that. Just because you start the process, मतलब थोड़ी है कि आप क्वालिफाई कर जाओगे. The biggest reason, the single biggest reason Why people take 2, 3, 4 attempts? Because they do not know how to prepare. They do not know the method of approach for preparing. They do not know what are the priorities in preparing. कि पहले क्या प्रिपेयर करें, सेकंड क्या प्रिपेयर करें, थर्ड कब प्रिपेयर करें, कब टेस्ट दें और किस टाइप का टेस्ट दें. आप सोच, you all have joined what? You joined geography course. आपका पहला क्वेश्चन है करंट अफेयर्स बताओ सर. करंट अफेयर्स जब आएगा तब आएगा ना. आई एम टीचिंग अबाउट अर्थ इंटीरियर्स, उसमें क्या करंट अफेयर्स होगा? आई एम टीचिंग अबाउट ट्रेड विंड्स, अबाउट वेस्टर्ली, उसमें क्या करंट अफेयर्स होगा? ठीक है. सो करंट अफेयर्स इंपॉर्टेंट है, but you have to pace, because I am not teaching current affairs, I am teaching what? Geography. So when I come to current affairs, then I'll talk about it. So ये problem है. So your assumptions about, I'm not saying it's not important. Tests are important, current affairs are important, answer writing is very important, but कब क्या किया जाए, that's the biggest challenge. Yes, absolutely. पहले आप subject करेंगे control. Okay, first you have to control the basic content, the basic syllabus, then we'll talk about the rest. So for most of you, what happens is, by the time you learn कि क्या करना है, that's approximately 1.5 years. उसमें क्या होता है? Many of you ultimately lose interest. आपका assumption है, is like, आपका assumption है कि I will run 5 kilometers every day. And you realize you cannot run more than 400 meters. थक जाते हैं. तो 5 किलोमीटर को आपने रिवर किया, आई विल रन फॉर 1 किलोमीटर एवरी डे. फिर भी आप रन कर पा रहे हो 400 मीटर, यू गेट डिमोटिवेटेड, नो? ओके, यू आर लूजिंग इंटरेस्ट बिकॉज आपका प्रोग्रेस हो नहीं रहा अकॉर्डिंग टू योर अजम्पशंस. ये प्रॉब्लम है. इसीलिए माय सजेशन टू ऑल ऑफ यू दैट टुडेज क्लास इज मोर ऑफ ओरिएंटेशन. ओरिएंटेशन आपका अलाइनमेंट ठीक करना है मुझे. ओरिएंटेशन वेयर यू गेट टू नो अस एज टीचर्स. The first step that you need is you must trust the teachers. It will not come just because I tell you. It will come by interactions. आप पूछेंगे सवाल, हम कुछ आंसर देंगे. You'll have your questions, I will answer. I will address your questions. You need to trust the teachers first. Because if you start doubting teachers, फिर आप सीख नहीं रहे हो. You're only being critical of what we are doing. And it's very, very natural. When we start off something, we will have questions. So आपके interaction जो पहला डे है, interaction is part of you first knowing us, knowing the subject, okay, knowing the process first, knowing what to read, like, at least have an idea, and then we'll see what we can do. Is it okay, all of you? Any questions here? So I'm starting my conversation with this. You should know what are your realistic expectations first. What are your realistic goals first? Yes, yes, Sanchal. That's exactly the objective of today's session. Yes, yes, only for today. Okay, हर दिन थोड़ी कराएंगे. अब बाकी दिन में I will try to motivate you, will try to push you ahead, will try to organize your studies, and we'll see what happens. Okay, this is the story not for geography alone, it's a story for entire GS also. ये GS का preparation हो. Okay, लेकिन यहाँ पर 2 क्वेश्चन पूछा, सर एसएस का क्या करेंगे? बट आप कहां बैठे हो पर इसको समझ लो. आप लोग यू आर इन ज्योग्राफी क्लास. ओके, आप कहीं से ओके सोच के आप आ गए हो और आपका सवाल क्या है? सर एसएस कैसे पढ़ाया जाए? ओके सर लाइफ कैसे जिया जाए? ओके सर हाउ टू मैनेज माय पोस्टिंग इफ आई एम गिवन यूपी कैडर, हाउ विल आई गो टू तमिलनाडु कैडर, हाउ विल आई आंसर दिस एट दिस स्टेज? सम ऑफ योर क्वेश्चंस आर, ठीक है, क्यूरियोसिटी वाले हैं, बट दे आर मिसप्लेस्ड. लेट्स टेक अप वन बाय वन. Let's be clear. Number 1 is keep all your assumptions out. सारे assumptions पहले बाहर रखें आप लोग. Whatever you have come with. And trust us, हम जो बोलेंगे वो सही बोलेंगे from our experience. I'm not saying I am the golden answer for all your questions. Okay. But first, you should have a clarity what you're getting into. Any overlapping with other subject. ये क्यों पूछ रहे हो बताओ अरुण? Basically, it's trying to play it the smart way. एक काम करके 10 काम हो जाए. अरुण यही ऑब्जेक्टिव है ना? Why? बताओ. Why are you talking about overlapping also at the same time? See, when it's something like Arun, when you are in love with a girl, okay, or with a partner, आपका पहला क्राइटेरिया क्या होता है? मुझे अच्छा लगता है इसीलिए you are in love with the person. We love somebody, पहले लिस्टिंग होती है क्या, ये मेरा कार भी धोएगी, ये मेरा कपड़े भी धोएंगे, ये हमारे बर्तन भी साफ कर देंगे, खाना भी पका देंगी, शील्ड के, ऐसा होता है क्या? ओवरलैप, द पर्सन आई लव कितना काम कर, ऐसे सोचते हो क्या आप लोग? एंड इफ यू हैव ओवरलैप दैट्स अ बोनस. अगर ओवरलैप हो रहा है, okay, the person you marry also becomes your driver, also becomes your cook, also becomes your laundry lady or laundry man, वो तो बोनस है. पर फंडामेंटल क्या है? फंडामेंटल इज who is that person and why do you like being with him or her? So why do you start with what does it overlap with? इस कन्वीनियंस से पढ़ाई करना डेंजरस है. You all got the point here, all of you? That's the wrong way of evaluating a subject. There's the wrong way of evaluating what you're getting into. Okay, overlap ज्योग्राफी में है, पबैड में है, okay, PSIR में है, सोशियोलॉजी में भी है. फिर आप बोलेंगे सर मैक्सिमम ओवरलैप किस में है? That depends on what type of paper that year they have asked you. Because अगर overlap was the issue, then all would have joined one subject, no? ऐसा होता है थोड़ी है. अगर आप देखेंगे रिजल्ट देखेंगे ना, रिजल्ट इज वेरी इवनली बैलेंस्ड, बहुत इवन है. 6 सब्जेक्ट्स ऑलमोस्ट सेम टाइप ऑफ डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन है. ज्योग्राफी, PSIR, पॉल साइंस, सोशियोलॉजी, एंथ्रोपोलॉजी. इन रिसेंट टाइम्स अ बिट ऑफ हिस्ट्री आल्सो हैज कम इन. सो ये 5-6 सब्जेक्ट्स में द बल्क ऑफ द स्टूडेंट्स क्वालिफाई. इट डज नॉट मीन दैट ओनली, व्हाट इट मीन्स एक्चुअली इज that only one subject overlap. No, it's about आपका interest, आपके पढ़ने का तरीका, whether you can study or not. We have examples of language students becoming top 10 के अंदर में. Malayalam, Telugu, Urdu literature, okay, people from physics background, from chemical engineering background, people with mathematics background, okay, which only means कि हर subject का potential है to give you a rank. Every subject has potential to help you qualify, but does not mean you can take any subject. आप वही subject लो जो आपको समझ में आता है और जो आप पढ़ सकते हैं properly, plus what are the additional advantages. So geography as a subject has a good overlap with paper 1, I said. Paper 3 में geography is very, very important. Environment, disaster management. There's a section that we call as geonomics, geography and economy. इसमें क्या आता है? Agriculture आता है, resources आता है, इसमें industries आता है, and इसमें also planning आता है. Planning for rural development, planning for hill area, planning for coastal regions, planning for urban areas, city planning, urban planning, hardcore geography concepts. If you go by that sense, geography has a good overlap, but I still can't say that all must take geography. ठीक है? So Arun, that's not a question I would like to answer as objectively. Okay, you first find out whether you can do geography or not. Yes, thank you, Chanchal. That takes care of a lot of issues. ठीक है? So first question I've answered to all of you is geography has an advantage in GS, but that should not be the only criteria for joining geography. Is it okay, all of you? Acha. Next. Then what is the scope? Okay. What is the range of subject? तो मोहम्मद उसको बार करना पड़ेगा. What Mohammed is telling me is there are some topics that he understands very well, no revision required, and there are some topics जिसमें revision करने के बाद भी याद नहीं होता. This is true for everything. It's also true for relationships. Okay, कुछ लोग आराम से मान जाते हैं, कुछ लोग जितना भी बोलो नहीं मानते हैं. But you can't abandon them, no? Ask your father and mother. आपको कितना झेला है आप लोग, उन लोगों ने आपको. Okay. कुछ दिन आप बड़े अच्छे होते हो, मान जाते हो फटाफट, कुछ दिन बिल्कुल भी नहीं मानते तो थोड़ी अबैंडन कर देते हैं कि आज से मोहम्मद मेरा बेटा नहीं, जा घर से बाहर, आपको हमारे जायदाद से भी दखल निकाल दिया, ऐसा थोड़ी करते हैं. सो देयर आर सच टॉपिक्स इन एवरी सब्जेक्ट. ओके, सम टॉपिक्स आप फट से याद कर लोगे एंड सम टॉपिक्स आपको बार बार करना पड़ेगा. दैट्स हाउ इट इज. So you need revise repeatedly. And one of the problems students have is the assumption that चीजें अपने आप याद हो जाएंगी. I always tell this to my students that you must learn to differentiate 4 things. reading, okay, understanding, memorization, and application. They are not same things. ये चार अलग चीज है. Reading is reading. Okay, this is very important, but the worst form of study. आपको लगता है आपने पढ़ लिया तो याद हो गया. Now, पढ़ना is not same as अध्ययन, right? Study. Reading is not equal to study. Your grandfather reads newspaper, but you will study newspaper. Okay, your brother or sister who is younger, he or she can read English, but understanding is different. And just because understand कर लिया does not mean memorize हो गया. समझ में तो आ गया लेकिन याद नहीं हुआ. ये दो अलग चीज है. और याद भी कर लिया, अंडरस्टैंड भी हो गया, does not mean you can apply it. अप्लाई का मतलब क्या है? Okay, कोई नए सिचुएशंस में, कोई नए कंडीशंस में you can use that information. Application, your answer writing is application. You think कि सर समझ में आ गया, अब ये डायरेक्टली बता दो आप. सर I remember, डायरेक्टली बता दो आप. No, application requires lot of linkages. Application requires presence of mind. Okay, application requires sometimes deep introspection also. So for most of us, ये problem है. You think reading is equal to this. I say no. And worse, some of you think attending a class is equal to directly this. Attending class is actually a part of substitute of reading. आप खुद नहीं पढ़ रहे हो, टीचर पढ़ रहा है आपके साथ में. Attending class helps understanding. हम आपको doubts उठा कर help कर देते हैं. Attending class may help some memorization. But memorization, actually देखा जाए, ये memorization application जो है ना, this is entirely your personality based. It's about your investments. If you ask me in terms of divisions, okay, external and internal. Internal means what you must do. आपको क्या करना है. External means somebody else can do it for you or somebody can help you. Reading and understanding. This can happen with some external support. Memorization largely is your own effort. Application में कहूंगा ऐसे कहीं आता है. Application में some bit is external, but the bulk of application is your own effort. I can demonstrate to you. I can show how things are done. Ultimately, for a new situation, ये पूरा आपका अपना काम होगा. Internal होना चाहिए. So, your class is only part of your study. The books जो हम पढ़ाएंगे, वो part है. So, why do people take 1.5 years? Why do people take 2 years? Why people take 3 attempts? उनको यही समझ में नहीं आता. देखिए, assumption है कि सर हमने रीड कर लिया, क्लास कर लिया, अब ये हो जाना चाहिए. That's a mistake. Okay? अगर हमने क्लास भी कराया है, what type of class we have done? That's why I think through alert रहना आप लोग, how we progress and approach the subject. The same classroom, the same teacher, the same subjects. Some will qualify and some will not. The same teacher, the same books. Some will understand, some will struggle. The same teacher, some will connect, some will not. It is less about the teacher and the books. Okay, I'm not saying zero, उसका बहुत role है. But आपका अपना involvement भी important है. Your own investments is also as important as whatever a teacher does. Okay, I think I have set the discourse right. I'm just starting off the process. Because see, I want all of you to know this. Examination qualify karna is not a thing of miracle or divine power. It is about your approach and your study. आपको sincerity चाहिए. Very important criteria. Okay. You also have to be analytical. You also should be introspective. Let me explain the three things to you. Sincerity का मतलब क्या है? Coming to class regularly, doing the books I have told you regularly, making your notes regularly. Okay, this is sincerity. But sincerity will not help you qualify. Yes, it's about consistency. It's a very important first requirement, but it is not the last one. Without this, ये कुछ नहीं होने वाला. I mean, if you compare, say you have a domestic help at home. He or she is very sincere. टाइम से आती है, टाइम से जाती है, टाइम से आता है, कार धोता है, टाइम से आकर खाना बना देता है, टाइम से आकर maybe helps in some other chores. बहुत sincere है. Okay, very, very obedient, sincere. जो बोला वो मान लेते हैं. But can he or she become IAS officer? That's sincerity, commitment है. Analytical is your ability to look into anything deeply and appreciate it. उठाओ कोई इशू और उसके बारे में आपका डीप थॉट होना चाहिए. एनालिसिस का मतलब होता है breaking something up and going deep inside it. Analysis. Introspection is something like you thinking about it. Introspect, कि सोचो आपने क्या किया है, क्या नहीं किया है, और उसके बारे में फीलिंग्स क्या है. Introspection is, okay, there's an element of self involvement at the level of feelings also. If I ask you about, पे आप देखते हैं गरीबी के बारे में देखते हैं आप लोग, you read about poverty, urban poverty, you're reading about rural poverty, and sincerely पढ़ा आपने. You have taken up the notebook, you have taken up the newspaper, sincerely notes बना दिया. नोट्स तो बनाया बट समझ में नहीं आया. समझने आप डीप जाना पड़ेगा. Maybe understand the finer aspects of policy, Indian history, problems of agriculture, problems related to maybe programs that we have run. That's analysis. Introspection is thinking about कि यार इसके लिए मैं कुछ कर सकता था क्या? Do you really feel for the poverty of India or not? Do you really feel for the rural backwardness or not? वो इमोशनल लेवल में कनेक्ट है या नहीं है? That's introspection. इसके लिए ना आपको खामोशी चाहिए, withdraw. पढ़ लिया, समझ लिया, आप चुपचाप बैठ के आप, okay, you are thinking about it. What can be done? What could have been done? Okay, how you feel bad about some things have been done this way. You feel good about, अच्छा ये भी अच्छा effort था. Most of us stop here. In fact, ये अपने आप में challenge है. Most of us think, उठाया newspaper, notes बना लिया, it's over. So your preparation must have all the three. For some of us, ये चीज अपने आप आती है हमारे preparation में. It comes on its own. It comes as a part of maybe a school study का process ही ऐसा रहा है. बाकी लोगों के लिए धीरे धीरे आती है. एक बड़ा very famous and very popular story that I know about, and I always talk about it. You know, Mahabharata में Guru Dronacharya, he was the guru, he was everything to the Pandavas and the Kauravas also. So one day, okay, he gave one wisdom to be learned, or statement to be learned. Okay, the statement was Sada Satya Bolo. Always tell the truth. Always speak the truth. He told everybody, okay, that ये याद करके कल आ जाना. Okay, the next day, okay, आपने याद किया? He said yes, बताओ. Okay, so Arjuna says, okay, Bhim says, okay, everybody is answering. Yudhishthira says, sir नहीं हुआ. So okay, then कल दोबारा पूछते हैं. दोबारा पूछा उन्होंने, सबका हो गया? हाँ हो गया, बताओ. Okay, everybody again says, Nakul, Shahdev also say, Yudhishthira says, sir नहीं हुआ. Okay, third दिन, fourth दिन, then Guruji became very upset. फिर कमाल करते हो, one sentence, सदा सत्य बोलो, आपको याद करके आना था और आप फिर भी नहीं कर पाए. Yudhishthira, what's the problem? Yudhishthira said, okay, I was trying to live that. It's not just a sentence, Sada Satya Bolo. It's much more than that. So it's something, analysis, introspection, maybe practicing it. So it's not about mechanically reading something. It's about getting involved in it. It's about being a part of the process at a deeper emotional level. Because the questions aayenge, questions will test something beyond the syllabus. Is it okay, all of you here? Okay. So to appreciate this, I'll start with what is geography and the scope of the subject called geography. Geography, defined very simply, is it's about the world, it's about the earth, and what man does on earth. This is geography. So geography mein world plus man padha jata hai. Remember, it's not only about the world. Like say geology is only about rocks and minerals. Usme man nahi hai. Physics is about the nature, not about the man. Chemistry is about chemical compounds. Usme bhi man nahi hai. Biology is about life, no man. Okay. But jab aap man add kar dete ho, so forest plus man. Okay. Minerals and rocks plus man. Winds, climate plus man. Okay. Life forms plus man. Oceans plus man. Wherever you add man along with earth, it becomes geography. For sake of difference, we have a building called as a house. Okay. We have a building called as a house. Look, this building mein kaun involved hai? One person is your civil engineering guy. Okay. Second person is ek architect bhi hai. There is also a interior designer. And there is probably your mother. Or say you. Do you realize that all of them will see the house in different ways? Architect kya karega? He'll only draw and have and imagine what it will look like. This guy will make your house. This man will talk about the looks inside. But who actually lives in the house? You. Who is involved at an emotional level? Your mother. You, your family members. So this house on its own is not same as the house plus you. Is it same? So what makes our earth? Earth is made up of rocks. Earth has water. Earth has forests. Earth has atmosphere. Earth has climate. Earth has winds. ये सब के लिए अलग-अलग subjects हैं. For winds, I need physics. For rocks, I need geology. For life forms, I need biology. But somebody, who lives in earth, who is interacting with the earth, who is using the earth, वो अलग आदमी है and उसका approach अलग होगा. Okay, the type of involvement you have with your house or your mom has the house not same as what the engineer has the house. So think of geography like that. Geography is about man and the world together. How does man live? How does man use the geographical elements? How is man interacting with water, atmosphere, and forests? How is man living with the resources? And by living with these resources, how does man cultivate? How does man make industries? How does man make urban areas? How does man make rural areas? How does man make economy? And while living, वहां पे झगड़े भी होंगे. So man in conflicts, man in poverty. So for most of us, our assumption of geography क्या है? कि geography is about landforms. That geography is about winds and climate. And maybe some of you know, geography is about biomes. Biomes का मतलब है equatorial type of biomes. Biomes का मतलब है climate plus the forests. Most of us, the assumptions हैं that geography is landforms, geography is wind and climate and rainfall, and geography is about the forests. Reality में these three topics are just about 4 out of 20 topics. Just 4 topics. Imagine 16 topics are not these. Just 4 topics out of 20 are about landforms, wind, climate, and some amount of biomes and forests. So if you divide geography, geography mein, broadly we say there are 2 divisions. One is the study of the natural earth and the study of earth as used, earth as planned by man. What is natural? Our winds are natural. What is natural? Landforms are natural. Forests are natural. What's natural? Oceans are natural. And earth as used by man, earth as it is related to man, as planned by man. Matlab, I'm talking about urbanization, agriculture, industries, even political systems. Even infrastructure, the roads I make, the buildings I make, the factories I make, the ports I make, the roads, anything that I make, that is part of your earth as used by man and earth as planned by man. This part is called as physical geography. And this part is called as the human geography. The geography का 2 part है. Broadly, this is the scope of geography. Physical geography, which is natural geography, and human geography, which is man-made geography. Geography is earth, which is nature plus what man has made. Earth is not only natural, right? In fact, आज के दिन बताते हैं कि earth में अब कोई natural रहा ही नहीं. Everywhere we find impact of man. Man has modified forests, man modifies landforms, man has changed the nature of the oceans, man has changed atmosphere also. And the best evidences are in the plastics that we use. So, अब earth पढ़ना चाह रहे हैं, can you study earth without man's involvement? You cannot. हमने life forms, imagine we have bought cheetah from Namibia into Indian forests. Change कर दिया ना आपने. The cheetah of Kuno National Park, ये natural है क्या natural है? Yes, maybe the species is natural, but the habitat is unnatural now. So ऐसा कोई part नहीं है अर्थ का, including the Arctic region, including the Antarctic region where man does not have an impact. So अगर अर्थ पढ़ना है, you cannot study earth without the man. ये भी तो important perspective है. Your geography syllabus has these 2 parts, the physical earth and the human geography earth. Is it okay? So most of us का assumption है कि geography is this alone. Geography is winds alone. Geography is landforms alone. Geography is climate alone. We say no, ये बहुत कम part है. This is what's called physical geography. Paper 1 में there are 5 units or 4.5 units, and paper 2 में about 1 unit approximately. The bulk of geography is the human geography. और ये ऐसे topics हैं. अच्छा, not just that. In the human geography, we also add society and culture. Okay, because see, the culture that we have is very much linked to our environment. Think of our gods, forest gods, water gods, river gods. Think about our festivals. ये भी linked to nature ही है. Okay, अगर culture नहीं होता, okay, man would not have spread. When we are migrating, are we taking our cultures or not? Yes. So culture is very important part of our environmental interactions. Geography में culture भी है. And how we interact with environment, does it depend on our numbers also? Are we less people? Are we more people? ये depend करता है कि नहीं करता है? So geography also studies demography, your growth rate, your birth rate, your death rate. Yes, population geography. That's one reason why we say geography is encompassing lot of subjects together. Geography में बड़ा all round holistic idea मिलता है आपको. Environment, people, landform, landscape, climate change, wildlife, biodiversity, plus development, rural areas, urban problems, agriculture issues, water challenges, and so on. So geography का जो scope है in the modern disciplines, it is one of the widest scope. My question to all of you is, what do you think? Is it good? Is it a bad thing? Wide scope is good or bad? Yes, it's bad because बहुत पढ़ना पड़ेगा. Bad because you must study many things. Good because I feel geography में हो ना हो आपको पता होना चाहिए. अगर आप UPSC एग्जाम दे रहे हो, can they ask UPSC में, can they ask you write about water problems of India? Can they ask you this? Can they ask you, discuss what are the issues about high growth of population? Can they ask you what are the challenges of rural development in India? Can they ask you write a note on the post development of India? क्या पूछ सकते हैं आपको? ये geography में ही अलग से पढ़ाया जाएगा. No other subject will teach this in as much detail. So geography में पढ़ो या ना पढ़ो, that's your choice. लेकिन पढ़ना तो पड़ेगा आपको. Water problem, deforestation. That's why we say geography में you also have a huge overlap of environment. Like in Edukemy in our institute, in the GS environment part, geography teachers are teaching. I will teach along with Dimple Madam and one more teacher. So good and bad, it's about how you perceive it. अच्छा एक और बताओ, when I am doing human aspects, will I need current affairs or not? Yes, because these are dynamic things. Agriculture changes, industries will change, environment problems are changing, global warming is increasing, geopolitical dimensions are changing. एक साल पहले, 8-9 month पहले, we had no Ukraine war. अब Ukraine war है. Okay, so geography का दो challenge है. One is the scope in terms of what all it connects. The second challenge is बहुत dynamic है. Almost 30-40% of geography is dynamic content that changes very rapidly. Okay, and my assertion is, again, whether geography teaches or not, you have to know that dynamic content. With geography, I think आपका advantage बन जाता है कि आप बिना अलग से पढ़े हुए आप geography के पार्ट पढ़ रहे हैं. Make sense, all of you? Yes, Kanish, that's right. And that's one reason why geography takes 15-20 more days than other subjects. If other subjects can be open in 5 months, geography will take 20 days more. If some topics in other subjects can be done in maybe 1 week, geography will take 1 or 2 days more. That's how it is. So some of you will call this as vast. I'll call that as subject ka nature hi waisa hai. That's how you have to reconcile with. Make sense? So now my suggestion to all of you is, so geography mein, there are certain static parts. Geography mein, there are certain current affairs parts, and there are a lot of applications. Planning, for example, is a part of geographical planning. Application का part है. My suggestion is, अभी आप इस पे मत ध्यान दें. आपको जो पढ़ना है पढ़ें from the GS perspective. You will pay attention to this first. Approximately about, maybe 1 to 2 months. Wherever required, I'll tell you, ये और ये क्या करना है. But initially, focus on static part and do this with the syllabus that we have. and slowly, gradually will grow into this and also into this. Okay, the type of questions I will ask here is not same as type of questions I will ask here. The type of test I will have here is not same as type of test I will have here. Okay, if you look at your syllabus, if you look at your question paper, geography mein, broadly they ask you 4 type of questions. They'll ask you static questions. They will ask you current affairs based questions. They'll ask you topics which are interrelated. And some questions I call them as absurd questions. ये क्यों पूछा, कहां से पूछा, हमें कोई आइडिया नहीं. अगर 10 सवाल है, एक सवाल ऐसा absurd होता है. You can't help it. Okay. My suggestion is, इसके लिए कभी prepare मत करना. Don't prepare for absurd questions. आप कुछ भी कर लो, they'll have one question you can't answer. Static questions may be 2 or 3. Okay. These questions approximately, okay, 4 to 5 and probably 3 to 4. ये आपके approximate breakup है. So the bulk of the questions are here. Current affairs based and questions that demand interlinkages. For example, if I ask you a question, discuss how agriculture policies must change and have reforms according to current trends in climate change and world trade pattern change. कुछ समझ में आया क्वेश्चन आपको? Discuss how the agenda of economic reforms can change, or the issues of economic reforms in agriculture can change according to climate change issues and according to global trade pattern change. Agriculture reforms, trade pattern, and climate change. Can I teach all the 3 at the same time? I cannot. हम पहले ये पढ़ाएंगे, फिर हम शायद ये पढ़ाएंगे, और फिर हम ये पढ़ाएंगे. क्वेश्चन जो पूछेगा, ये तीनों मिला के पूछता है क्वेश्चन. So when I give you a test, after teaching this alone, can you answer this question? You cannot. If I give you a test, जहां पर मैंने ये 2 पढ़ा दिया है, even then you can't answer. This might take me approximately 15 days. This might take me maybe 1 week. This might take me 15 days. So when I give you a test, जो एग्जाम पूछता है, वो कब पूछूंगा मैं आपको? 1.5 महीने के बाद पूछूंगा ना मैं आपको. Can I ask you a test every week to get your exam ready? I cannot. Simple understanding is this. Straight questions बहुत कम आते हैं. But without knowing the state concepts, you can't answer either. That's why I say, पहले 1 महीना या 2 महीना, first know your content which is static first. Go slowly, gradually, grow into it slowly. समझें, introspect करें, notes बनाएं, have a sense of proper conceptual base, and then you get into the higher level of studies. So 2 things. I've explained what geography is. And second, I said, geography by nature has lot of interlinkages. Geography by nature has lot of current affairs. So my request to all of you is, be patient as you grow into geography. More than basics, हम बोलेंगे your syllabus control must be good first. देखो, एक basics तो आपका NCERT वाला है, वो basics है. And what we will teach is not basics. We will teach you syllabus. Of course, where required, I'll add basics. So more than the basics, what we need is your control and syllabus must be good. Then we can talk about the rest. You got my approach here? Okay. The next point here is our coverage. Our coverage will vary. What I mean by this is, आपको क्या सीखना है? You want to learn geography like a subject, or do you want to learn geography to qualify the examination? All clear here? Online? What do you want? You want to learn geography like a subject? Okay, you become masters in geography and a research scholar in geography, or do you want geography to be taught like? Yes, that's what I assume. Which means, please allow me to teach the way I think the exam will ask you. So imagine there is a topic, there is a unit which has A, B, C, D, E, F questions or topics. जिसमें कि E से कभी पूछा नहीं है, A और B से 56% of questions पूछा है, C and D से 20% of questions पूछा है, and sometimes from topic F. तो आप मुझे कैसे बोलोगे पढ़ाने के लिए? पहले कराओ और ठीक से कराओ, जितना डेफ कराना करा दो. ई का आइडिया देके छोड़ दो, अपने आप पढ़ लेंगे if required, या फिर मैं बाद में पढ़ लेंगे. I hope you got the point here. So ये जो अप्रोच आपका होता है, most of them have approach. Okay, sir, हर टॉपिक का इक्वल हो कवरेज? No. Some topics are finished in 2 days. Some I will take 1 month. Okay, some I will tell you broadly and say कि अपने आप पढ़ लो. Some I'll go deeper, take out the textbooks, make notes, give tests. So our approach is not to do the geography like a subject in university or graduation or masters. I'll follow a differentiated approach, and that's common sense. I believe all of you would want that from me. Yes, exam perspective say, okay, anticipating that ऐसे questions आते हैं, हम ऐसे ही पढ़ेंगे. Is it okay, all of you here? Okay. So this is an approach that we have. So you will not have equal time for every topic. There are some topics towards the end पढ़ाएंगे, which I'll take not more than 3 days. पूरा यूनिट खत्म कर देंगे. And there are some topics I'll take 1 month, 1.5 months if required. Plus, syllabus में A, B, C, D, E, F है. Questions पूछ दिया है G and H से. Okay? So आपको तो ये दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है ना? आपको क्या, आपको ये दिखाई दे रहा है? So I have to cover G and H. So what will you want? Why? Because G and H say there are 10-15% questions coming. Now what will you want? That I cover all of this equally? कि हाँ सर ये 2 पार्ट छोड़ दो, इसको पहले करा दो. What will you want? ठीक है? That's why I say you have to trust a teacher. जो हम पढ़ा रहे हैं, I am teaching exam-centric, and वो भी ऐसे topics होंगे sometimes that I can't teach now. मैं कहा इसको छोड़ दो, आगे बाद में कराएंगे. That's why I need an advanced course. That's why I need a course where I can enrich you more than your syllabus. क्योंकि अब मैं सब कराने बैठूंगा, you probably will require 8-9 months, which is not wise at this stage. तो पहले एक खत्म कर देते हैं, then we'll see if we can add up eventually. So how we plan the course and how we teach depends on what the exam demands are. Yes, मैं ही टीचर रहा हूं. I'm teaching geography since 2020. Sorry, 2001. Okay, almost 21 साल हो गया. When I began my career in teaching geography, I could finish in 3 months. I was starting in January. By mid-March, geography is over. I have seen geography become 4 months. मैंने ही geography बनाया 4.5 महीने का. Okay, मैंने ही देखा geography going to 5.5 months also. तो हो क्या रहा है? पुराने टॉपिक्स निकाल नहीं रहे हैं, and the questions asked are becoming more and more, and that's across all subjects. I have seen GS getting over in 7 months, and when I am designing the course now for GS, I'm taking about 12 months time. तो तब जीएस का अलग स्कोप था, 2 ही पेपर हुआ करते थे पहले. सो ये जो फ्लेक्सिंग है, what to increase and what to decrease is entirely the discretion of the how we understand the subject. हो सकता है कोई और टीचर है who says I can finish geography in 4 months. I do not know how. Some will say I'll take geography probably 8 months. I'll say my opinion में not good at the first round. पहले राउंड में आपका 5.5 महीने में हो जाना चाहिए. A good nice control, and then you add slowly gradually. It's like basic skills सीख जाओ पहले. Okay, know all the fundamental skills, and the sharpening can happen a bit later. Is it okay all of you here? That's my approach. Achha. Next. So about the tests. Yes, but we will decide the timing of the test, comma, the nature of the test, and we will decide the topics. तो टेस्ट होंगे आपके, okay, but what type of questions कब होगा, okay, I'll decide as and when we are progressing. Is it okay? So I've explained what geography is as a subject. I've given you an idea about the syllabus, अभी दोबारा बता देंगे आपको, and about how we'll cover the tests. Now the syllabus के लिए, for the syllabus, there are 2 papers. Paper 1 है and paper 2 है. Okay. Paper 1 has 2 sections, section A and there is section B. Section A has geomorphology, climatology, oceanography, biogeography and environment geography. You all would have got the syllabus with you. Okay. Online students, अगर नहीं मिला है तो हम share कर देंगे आपके साथ में. Okay. I can show you on my screen also. Yeah, you can see my screen, all of you. You can all see my screen. Online students. This is paper 2, this is paper 1. Right. Yeah. Yes. So geomorphology, climatology, oceanography, biogeography, and environment geography. This is section 1, physical geography, as in geography of the natural world. Geomorphology is about land forms, earthquakes, it's about volcanism, it's about how a continent's made. Okay. Climate is about the winds, about the type of rainfall. Not visible? Is it okay now? Online, is it okay now? Yes? Yeah? Toolbar I can. Yes. Yeah. Here. अब ठीक है, okay. So geomorphology, climatology, oceans, oceanography, biogeography and environment geography. ठीक है, ये है physical geography, as in the nature. Then we have human geography. Okay, something called as geographical thought. It's like philosophy of geography. Economic geography, resources, trade, economic development, economic growth, hunger, poverty, okay. Economic geography. Population geography and settlement geography. Urbanization, growth of population, demographic attributes, birth rate, death rate, problems related to urban issues, okay, urban morphology, urban planning, okay, urban say elements of the landscape, yeah, population and settlement geography. Geography as planning, very, very important part is planning in geography. Planning for development, planning for environment, okay, planning for economic growth, and something called Molson theories. This is entirely about what man does. What man does, agriculture, is part of economic geography. What man does is industries, part of economic geography. What man does is society, part of population geography. What man does is urbanization, part settlement geography. Knowing all of this, how can I plan for development? So section B is all about, okay, your human aspects. Yes, Kanish. ये सब मिल जाएगा as a part of your Telegram groups. We'll share that with you, all of you. So paper 1, okay, is about, okay, geography in general. Paper 2 is about Indian geography. जो paper 2 है, Indian geography है. India का landforms, India's climate, India's rivers, India's forests, Indian soils. वो सब मिलाकर we have got physical geography of India. उसके बाद पूरा human geography है. Resources of India, agriculture of India, industries of India, trade transport of India, culture and population of India, settlements of India, political issues of India, and something around current affairs. We call this as contemporary issues. So geography is not landforms alone. Geography is not about climate alone. आप ये देखो, see this topic called contemporary issues, okay? See it clearly here. And see whether they can ask you even without geography or not. Look at the topics. Environment hazards, earthquakes, landslides, volcanoes, floods, droughts, okay, tsunamis, epidemics, okay, issues related to environmental pollution, air pollution, water pollution, plastic pollution, changes in land use patterns. How are we using our land? कहाँ पर land use हो रहा है for agriculture? Where is land being used for industries? How can we plan the land for urbanization? Okay. Principles of EIA. सुना है term EIA? Environment Impact Assessment. For every planning, you need to have an assessment of what's the impact on environment. ये geography नहीं है. It's also a part of any general studies. Think of environmental management, population explosion, and food. Okay. Topics like environmental degradation, deforestation, desertification, soil erosion, problems of agrarian and industrial unrest. झगड़ा होता है, जो conflicts होते हैं. Okay. Regional disparities. Some areas are rich, some areas are poor. Some have more development, some have less development. Okay. Environmental awareness. Linkage of rivers. River linking बहुत news में रहता है. Okay. And Indian economy and globalization. आपको क्या लगता है? These topics are, okay, current affairs or not? Okay. और वो वैसे भी पढ़ते अगर आप, okay, तो GS का पार्ट होना चाहिए. Geography में this is a specialized subject. So lot of current affairs ultimately is covered through geography. It'll give you good understanding base to appreciate issues better. So these are topics which have relevance across, okay, subjects, not just in geography. तो हालांकि लिखा है as a separate unit, but you need this otherwise also, is my point here. Okay, so if I go back to our syllabus, so section A is physical geography, section B is human geography, or paper 2 mein it's all about Indian geography. Paper 1 mein world ke industries, paper 2 mein India's industries. Paper 1 mein world landforms, paper 1 mein world landforms, पेपर 2 में इंडियन लैंडफॉर्म्स, पेपर 1 में वर्ल्ड क्लाइमेट, दिस इज इंडियाज क्लाइमेट, वर्ल्ड फॉरेस्ट, इंडियन फॉरेस्ट, ओके, वर्ल्ड सॉइल्स, इंडियन सॉइल्स. That's how syllabus distributed. All fine here? Okay. The next, talking about the books. So there are certain basics and self-reading. Okay? Basics and self-reading. इसमें आपके NCERTs आते हैं. And I said the key books are 6th, 9th, 10th, 11th. ये आपके key books हैं. 6th, 9th, and you can go by the new NCERT. 6th, 9th, 10th, and 11th. These are the key books for basic, and this is self-reading. Now for references, these are the books you have to buy. And my suggestion, buy all of these books right now, if you can. Okay. या फिर ultimately लेना ही पड़ेगा. There are about 8 to 9 books. But none of the books have to be read completely. You will read as I tell you. Okay. So what are the references books? And in my opinion, it is must buy. Please don't bargain with me. कि ये लें या नहीं. मैं कह रहा हूं must buy है. Okay. One of the approach that I follow in the class is that you have to bring your textbooks to class. And while I'm teaching, I'll also help you mark what you must read on your own from the books. Because ये पढ़ाई ऐसा नहीं है where only the class notes will be enough. I didn't get your question. क्या लिखा है? Searching destiny, whatever your क्वेश्चन पूछने का तरीका यूपीएससी का हार्ड रहता है. आपने पूछा या आपने बोला, मुझे समझ में नहीं आया. यस, एग्जामिनेशन उस लेवल का है तो यस, क्वेश्चंस विल बी डिफरेंट ट्रिकी देन अदर्स. दुखी क्यों हो आप? अगर हार्ड नहीं होता तो नुक्कड़ गली में हर लड़का आईएएस बनता, फिर आपकी औकात क्या रहती? ओके, इसमें कोई डाउट है कि एग्जामिनेशन टफ है? An examination requires a very, very high level of understanding. तो अच्छी बात है ना, क्वेश्चन सवाल. अब सोच देखो, आपने पूरा लिटरेचर पढ़ लिया, शेक्सपियर पढ़ लिया, you have read books of best of scholars पढ़ लिया. सवाल क्या पूछा? What is the spelling of English? तो आपको पढ़ाई तो बर्बाद हो गया ना आपका. तो अच्छी बात है कि क्वेश्चन टफ है, ताकि दूध का दूध पानी का पानी हो जाए. ओके, और एग्जामिनेशन में वही होना चाहिए. यस, ओके. सो रेफरेंस बुक्स में देयर इज अ बुक ऑन जियोमॉर्फोलॉजी, देयर इज अ बुक ऑन क्लाइमेटोलॉजी, there's a book on oceanography, environment geography, book on human geography, geographical thought, and Indian geography. Geomorphology, climatology, okay, oceanography, environment geography, ह्यूमन ज्योग्राफी, ज्योग्राफिकल थॉट जो फिलॉसफी वाला टॉपिक्स हैं, एंड इंडियन ज्योग्राफी. For geomorphology, you must buy the book by Savindra Singh. For climatology, also Savindra Singh. Oceanography, Savindra Singh. Environment geography, Savindra Singh. Okay. And remember, there's a separate book called as Physical Geography by Savindra Singh. Don't buy this one. You must buy the specialized books. Yes. Buy the specialized books. सिग्मा रूल. ओके, आपके नाम भी बड़े ही ओके, ठीक है, फाइन. प्लीज गाइड अस हाउ टू टैकल एंजाइटी. मेरे बच्चे पूरा इकोनॉमी इंडस्ट्री है, बाबा रामदेव हैंडल करेंगे इसको. ओके, राम रहीम बाबा हैं, नित्यानंद हैं. ओके, पूरी बॉलीवुड चलती है हाउ टैकल एंजाइटी. रूल नंबर 1, अगर आप कन्विंस हैंडल नहीं कर सकते हो फिर इस लाइन के लिए तो चैलेंज हो जाएगा. ठीक है, हाउ टैकल एंजाइटी के लिए पूरा अलग इकोनॉमी है. दैट्स नॉट माय डोमेन. आई विल डू व्हाट आई कैन. फंडामेंटली पढ़ाई करो. सर एंजाइटी कम हो जाएगा फिर पढ़ाई करूंगा, ये नहीं होने वाला. आप पढ़ाई करते करते आप एंजाइटी डील करोगे. पीवाईक्यू को एज टॉपिक वाइज सॉल्व करके नोट्स बना लें. यस, बना लो. बट पीवाईक्यू होते हैं 3rd 4th लेवल के क्वेश्चंस. सो बिना टॉपिक 1, बिना टॉपिक 2, बिना टॉपिक 3 जाने हुए डायरेक्टली आप जा रहे हो पीवाईक्यू में. ओके, इज लाइक सर क्यों स्कूल में पढ़ेंगे, सीधा इंजीनियरिंग कर लेते हैं. सर क्यों पढ़े बायोलॉजी क्लास 9 10th का, सीधे डॉक्टर बन जाते हैं. ओके, दैट्स योर अप्रोच. हम बोलेंगे पहले लेवल 1 करो, लेवल 2 करो, लेवल 3 करो और देन गो लेवल 4. प्रिया, फिजिकल ज्योग्राफी नहीं चलेगा. मुझे पता है आप बार्गेनिंग करोगे मेरे साथ में. ओके, इट्स नॉट इनफ. देयर आर सम चैप्टर सिलेबस में जो इसमें नहीं है. ओके, इसीलिए बाय 10 और आपका ऑप्शनल ज्योग्राफी है. ओके, इज नाइस टू बाय द स्पेशलाइज्ड सब्जेक्ट्स. ठीक है, जिसका फिजिकल ज्योग्राफी नया लिया हुआ है जाके वापस कर दो. अभी रखो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. कोई किताब थोड़ी ना खराब होता है. बाय द कंबाइंड वन, सॉरी, डोंट बाय द कंबाइंड वन, बाय द स्पेशलाइज्ड वन. ओके, ह्यूमन ज्योग्राफी बाय माजिद हुसैन. ज्योग्राफिकल थॉट बाय R.D. Dixit. And Indian geography by D.R. Khuller. Or you also have the book by Majid Hussain. I follow Khuller, so I'm recommending this. Book by Majid Hussain. Book by Dixit, Geographical Thought by Dixit. And okay, or sorry, Indian Geography by Khuller or Majid Hussain. So ये आपकी key books हैं. So you have got 4 books there and maybe 3 or 4 books here. Yes. Regarding models, वो भी ले सकते हैं आप. Okay, you can buy this, a separate one. There's a book by Models in Geography. Models in Geography by Majid Hussain. It's not my first priority book, but you can buy if you want to buy, no problem. So Abhishek, none of the books have to be read completely. ये आपको समझा रहे हैं. Okay, सारा किताब आपको नहीं पढ़ना है. आपके चैप्टर्स के कुछ सेक्शंस हैं, कुछ पैराग्राफ्स हैं, okay, कुछ पेजेस हैं, वो पढ़ना है. कुल मिला के हर किताब में से प्रोबेबली इफेक्टिवली 100, 120, 150 पेज होगा. द होल बुक कैन बी 300 पेज, 400 पेज. नो कनिक्स नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. आप एनसीईआरटी करो, डायरेक्टली इसमें आ जाना. एंड दीज बुक्स these books you will read along with me. आप मेरे साथ पढ़ेंगे आप, ये आप अपने आप नहीं पढ़ोगे आप. My recommendation here, you will not read these books on your own. yes, जो फाउंडेशन कोर्स है वो आपका प्री के पहले हो जाएगा. yes, okay, but not the program you require for enrichment. Foundation course will be done I said around April, mid or last तक आपका फाउंडेशन हो जाएगा. ठीक है? Anybody else any questions? So आपको एक लिस्ट भी दिया होगा, आपके साथ में होगा, where I mentioned the books. Okay, and for atlas, my recommendation is buy 2 atlases. One is Orient Black Swan. For atlas, Orient Black Swan Atlas and buy Oxford Atlas. आपको जो खरीदना है खरीद, no problem, that whatever you want to buy. But my recommendation is these two because they have more list of coverage that we need. बाकी आपको जो लेना आप ले, no problem. कनिश, okay, इतना काफी होगा मैपिंग के लिए, इतना काफी है. Okay, yes, दोनों, yes, because no atlas will not have everything. और एक रेफरेंस के लिए भी चाहिए होता है. So keep 2 atlases for references. Orient Black Swan and Oxford Atlas. Anybody else? Any questions here? Yes. How do you use? So जब NCERT पढ़ेंगे आपको जो जगह दिखता है आप वो मार्क करेंगे. And when I am teaching in the class, I'll ask you to open the atlas and mark as I tell you. Atlas is not like a किताब की पढ़ लिया, उसको बार बार देखना होता है. So any place you study, any location you come across, any city about which news में है, any place which is probably in lot of discussions, उसको देखो, उसको mark करो. And as I teach geography, हम बहुत सारे maps बनाते रहेंगे. You also have to make the maps, looking at the class and looking at your course. ठीक है? Anybody else? Any questions here? So I've covered what is geography as a subject. What will the approach be? I'll first do the foundation course along with the syllabus. Okay. Then we'll move on towards the next level of studies. What are the books you need? Okay, I've told that to you. And approach will be, okay, don't jump into everything at the same time. First, ground your concepts, know your syllabus, learn how to link topics, and then we get into answer writing in the exam process. ठीक है? Anybody else? Any questions here? Any doubts here? आप लोग बहुत चुप हो. You don't even talk much. Sometimes good, but otherwise, okay, you'll have to get more interactive. You're too conscious maybe इसीलिए, maybe first class है इसीलिए शायद, कोई बात नहीं. So I'll share on your Telegram groups. What we do is we develop a cohort, a group of yours on Telegram. Okay, and उसमें हम आपका post करते रहते हैं content. So we'll have something of this kind given to you. Okay, so क्या-क्या books चाहिए? Geomorphology का Savindra Singh. Okay, you can buy any of these 2 books. अलग-अलग photograph होगा, doesn't matter. वैसे climatology के अलग-अलग photographs होंगे. Okay, you can buy oceanography, environment geography, human geography. This is 5th edition and this is 6th edition. You can buy either of them. Okay, I'll follow 5th one. Okay, but you can buy either, doesn't matter. Models in Geography by Majid Hussain, Geographical Thought by Dixit. ये old edition है. Okay, इसका एक second आ चुका है, आप वो ले लेना. Geographical Thought का जो photograph दिखा रहे हैं, this is the old edition. इसका एक नया आ गया है. Buy the new one. Okay, वैसे ही we have, yeah, this is the new one. This one, Geographical Thought, okay, by Dixit. Buy this one. Then you have this one. You may or may not buy Geographical Thought by Sudipta Adhikari. That's your choice. Indian Geography by Khuller. You can buy this book. You can buy this book, or you can buy Geography of India by Majid Hussain. Either of these. ठीक है? Atlases, Orient Black Swan का okay, अलग-अलग cover page में आता है. Buy any one of them will do. And Oxford is what I am recommending. ये अलग-अलग edition है. 35th edition है, 36th edition है. ये first edition है, second edition है. That's your choice. Will not make much difference. ठीक है? So ये भी आपको मिल जाएगा on your Telegram channel. Okay, you can buy books accordingly. Okay, so let me go back to our first discussion. Okay, so what I wrote for all of you, what are the books and magazines? Books bata diya, magazines have kept quiet. Why? Because they're part of current affairs. We'll come to it afterwards. Okay. Tests होंगे, समझा दिया आपको. Tests कैसे होंगे हमारे? And answer writing will take some time. Okay. We will have it, but slowly, gradually. GS overlap है, ये भी समझा दिया मैंने. Approach I have explained. Current affairs बहुत important है, but not randomly. अभी आप जैसे पढ़ते हो पढ़वा. Slowly, gradually, I'll add that also. Now, what type of material we will give you? आपको हर दिन क्लास के बाद you'll get a summary of your notes, whatever we have taught. Plus, आपको booklets भी मिलेंगे. Okay, we do all of this. All of you, on and offline, both of you will have access to our streaming platform. Okay, so we'll not give the books like this. आपको सारा मिल जाएगा online. So I'll ask somebody to come and help you log in to your platform first. Platform is our LMS, Learning Management System है आपका. वहां पर आपको can download from there, whatever you want to do from there. तो आपको मिल जाया करेगा वहां पर. And the team, okay, so the team that we have is, so we have faculty, we have acad associates, and we have support staff. Faculty mein, okay, we have myself, Shabbir, we have Dimple Madam, and some discussions by Parmita Ma'am. Academic associates, again, Parmita Ma'am is there. We have Namrata Ma'am, and we have Preetam. Support staff, okay, you'll have Ritesh, you'll have Mr. Bashir, and Mr. Satish. This is your pura team who will be working with you. So हम class ले रहे होंगे, a lot of back end for your assignments manage करना, giving you work targets, seeing your home assignments, teaching you some topics beyond the class. So all of them will help you. Okay, and anything else you have, कि tech काम नहीं कर रहा है या time scheduling problems हो रही, you'll talk to them. This is the student support. Okay, Ritesh, Bashir sir, and Satish. Anybody else? Any questions here? Sir, yes. Also about the course, में क्या जानना चाह रहे हैं बताओ? What we'll start with? Okay, we are starting tomorrow. Your first class आपका 16th को है. I'm starting with population geography. Then I will move on towards settlement geography. Then I will move on towards agriculture. Then I will come towards geomorphology. ये आपका sequence of coverage है. Population geography, settlement geography, agriculture, geomorphology. Then I will do climatology. Then we will have oceanography. Then we will have environment geography. इसके बाद we will enter into geographical thought. Okay. Then we get into models and theories. Then I will have a regional geography and development geography. इसके बाद we will have Indian geography, India physical, then other topics. So for now, I think this sequence will suffice. Yes, Abhishek, correct. You can, that's your choice, Rishabh. You can buy the books as and when you need it. But generally क्या होता है, अगर आप एक साथ लिखेंगे, खरीदेंगे, you might get some discount. That's what I was told by students. But that's your choice. That's your choice. You want to go whatever way you want to go. So I'm starting with population geography. I'll talk about human races, migration, culture, demography. Okay. The first book you need is Human Geography by Majid Hussain. ये आपका पहला किताब है. And bring this book to class tomorrow. Human Geography by Majid Hussain. Bring the book to class tomorrow. Anybody else? Any questions? Online, any questions there? Yes, Abhishek. Yes. So we start the class. फिर हर क्लास के बाद में you might have to spend 15-20 minutes where we will teach you how to make notes. Okay, वो करते करते पता चलेगा. It's not an overnight work there. So once the class gets over, some people will walk in and start seeing your work. आप notes कैसे बनाएंगे, आप summaries कैसे करेंगे. Okay, because my belief is that if you do not make summaries of the class notes, you'll always have a problem eventually. Because in the class, okay, you have the freedom not to concentrate. होता है ऐसे, हम 2 घंटा पढ़ा रहे हैं, possible 15-20 minutes you are distracted, or 5-6 minutes में you have switched off. Some moments आप लिख तो रहे हो, लेकिन कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा क्या लिख रहे हो. So once the class is over, you have to go back to your room and do a work of another 1 hour. Okay, that is your summary writing. That is your synopsis writing. Without that, there's no progress. Without that, you'll have a lot of challenges. Okay? So our team will help you on that. Initially for 2 or 3 weeks, we will handhold you. कैसे notes लिखा जाता है, कैसे आप, okay, how you, so your academic associates will operate as your mentors also. आप उनका आगे doubt पूछ सकते हैं. If you need, okay, you can have your discussions of the class doubts also. Okay, fine, Shivani, then please be careful, but make sure that you don't lose pace. How to do self-study? धड़कन देखो ऐसा है, self-study के लिए should know what to read and when to read. Okay, उसका 2 ही तरीका है. Take the class notes from somebody and read according to that, or you can take up the recordings that we have. That's the only 2 ways. For self-study, you should know what to read when and how much to read. So take the class notes and study, or you can procure the recordings and study from that. Yes, उसमें फिर आपका assignments नहीं होगा, उसमें आपका doubt clearance नहीं हो पाएगा. But that's a choice you will make. Okay, thank you, Abhishek. Happy to be around there. Yeah, Shivani, happy to be there. आप ध्यान से करते रहो, जो मजबूरी है सो है, कोई बात नहीं. So learn to manage whatever way you can. Anything else? Any questions not answered? So the biggest question I've left gray area is your current affairs. That's because I cannot teach that in one class. You have to give at least 1 hour every day after the class gets over. आप online हो या offline, doesn't matter. 1 hour आपको देना ही पड़ेगा after your class gets over. वो आप GS करो तब भी देना, अगर आप optional करो तब भी देना. Either ways you need 1 hour per class. That's your consolidation. That's your actual study. बोलते हैं ना खाना खाने के बाद सो जाया करो आधा घंटा. The actual health जो है वो खाना खाने के बाद बनता है. If an exercise, we say you must do breathing exercise के बाद में. That's when your body actually develops. So every class के बाद में 1 घंटा, okay, religiously do the work for consolidation, do the work for summarization. मैं बोलते हैं इंट्रोस्पेक्शन करना है, एनालिसिस करना है, वो क्लास के बाद होता है. And as a routine, okay, I'll spend the first 15 से 20 मिनट in summarizing your class of the last class. जो हम पढ़ाए आज, कल 15 मिनट I will take doubts from you, I'll clarify your questions, I'll summarize the class and then start again. So whatever doubts you have the next day, please feel free to ask. अगर ऑनलाइन है तो आप टाइप करें, ऑफलाइन तो आप पूछ लिया करें, whatever way. और क्लास के बाद भी you are welcome to ask, no problem. हम नहीं होंगे तो academic associates होंगे every day. Come and ask them, not a problem. ठीक है? Anything else? Anything else? Any clarifications from my side? Thank you so much. Thank you then. ठीक है? Online, I'm shutting now. Tomorrow, 12 o'clock, we start. And our first topic is population geography. Like, I'll start the basics and gradually develop into their course content. I mean, about 2.5 days lagega to discuss some basics of population geography. And then we enter the geography in detail. Bye. Bye, all of you. Bye. Yes. All days, Sundays are generally off. Initially, I might go lax a bit, but then we'll pick up speed. Abhi to har din class hai. This Saturday, it's too early for me to come in. अभी छुट्टी से अभी से क्यों पूछ रहे हो यार? Let's start first. Bye all of you. Bye-bye. Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you.